Hi Cancer, it's Devine and welcome to Divine Miracles. This is tarot forecast for mid-March to mid-April, and I'm using the Gateway to the Divine Tarot. I'm also using my beautiful Domino Angels cards and the gorgeous Hanson Roberts deck as well to get some extra clarity here. Now, I will explain to you as I'm going along. I only really use four cards for the main reading. Sometimes I'll use a few little because of the little cards, they're so cute. Okay, so check your moon and rising sign as well as your Venus sign too. This is going to be about life in general, a little bit of love, a little bit of finances involved as well, whatever comes up. And please, you know, if you want something more personal, please check out my website. And take what resonates with you, you know. It's a general reading, that's all. I'll do my best to bring messages though, okay? So, Cancer, what do we have here going on with you? Okay. I'm going to show you the cards. This is the underneath card. So what is it? The Moon. Okay, the Moon card is with you. Okay, so you may be very affected by the Moon too, and we're going for another full moon at the end of the month too, so end of March, sorry. So here we go. The Sun energy is crazy at the moment, and we have the Strength card, which is a Leo card as well. Okay, but let's just talk about the Strength card for a minute, and I'm going to bring in the rest of the things. There may be a situation in your life for you, Cancer, where you haven't been feeling like 100%. You haven't been feeling like you're running on all four cylinders. You know, like you've just been feeling like you're running on two or something. You know, you're halfway there, and you haven't realized you've been at half-mast. You know, which is really important. But you're starting to come into this fact that you are. You know, you're fully back immersing within yourself, and you're realizing, you know, just how things have been. You know, you're sort of musing over things in the past and looking at things in a different way. And in this card, he's got the Leo's got this enlightenment, you know. And maybe you knew someone, a Leo's, maybe a fire sign, who's really enlightened, and maybe it didn't work out. Maybe something like this. Or, you know, you've got someone in your life now that reminds you of this person for whatever reason. But there's something that you're musing over or you're going over in your mind, and perhaps it's not the best idea to do this because you're not going that way anymore and there's really nothing you can do. But you can see where you have been going backwards a little bit, or you've been living in the past, or you've been not quite in the present, meaning you don't feel like you're completely whole. But you're coming into a position now of strength, as we've got here, which means you're overcoming all of these things. And also there may be a harmony sort of move happening within the home for you too. Maybe you've been wanting to move, and it shows like, you know, moving to a place where there are a lot of trees, you know, and a lot of comfort and a lot of land around you, perhaps a lot of water maybe. But this is more about the harmony of the move, you know, like things being easier for you. Things being more clear in your mind about what you're doing and where you're going. The Two of Coins says that you've been juggling a couple of things. You know, you've been juggling things in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, in your life. Maybe there's two people in your life you need to look after. And, you know, there's not really been much time for you, which is when the strength was running out, but it's starting to come back now. You need to know that there were important people in your life that perhaps wanted to help you on your journey, and maybe because you weren't quite present, you couldn't see that too well either. But this Queen of Cups has been coming out for just about everybody's reading. And it's the trustworthiness. It's the person who's a fellow, maybe a fellow water sign, or someone that's just extremely psychic, or someone who's extremely friendly or motherly. Maybe your mother, it might be in spirit perhaps, saying that they're with you because they can see that you are juggling things, okay? Maybe there's a sense that you need to talk to somebody, and you know, maybe it is a female, but maybe this is just a message saying that, you know, you have this energy within yourself as well. Maybe you don't listen to your own advice sometimes too. You know, life in general for you, Cancer, is going to be very harmonious because you're learning how to balance everything in your life with this card. You know, the Four of Wands is that of achievement, happy home as well. House moves perhaps. You know, something changing within the household that makes all the difference to your life. You know, this is very relevant. And, you know, having the Two of Coins here also has a lot of water around it, which I haven't really seen before in cards. So, you know, you're treading through or treading on top of an emotion. But if you don't allow that emotion to come forward, you know, in your strength like this, and if you don't talk about how you're really feeling, then you're going to be treading like you're just like Fred Flintstone, and you're moving very fast, but you're not really going anywhere, okay? Let's have a look at the okay, so the the overseeing energy was the Moon too. You know, and that is just saying, like, be careful of deluding yourself in situations, you know, where you think something is one way and it's really your inner feeling is screaming in another direction. You know, you don't want to keep on deluding yourself, meaning don't go back into situations that you've been in similarly before. Don't rush into those sorts of things. Maybe you have a fear of being on your own. Maybe you have a fear of being left alone, maybe by friends or lovers or whatever. Maybe this has happened before, so you're hanging on to something, you know, when you probably know it's not right in some way. Some of you are actually finding the right person for yourself because you're getting this balance right in your home. You're also listening to the advice or your inner instinct as well. And if you don't listen to that, you're going to go through this time of uncertainty, being unsure, you know, and wanting to move in another direction, but it all falls, you know, in weird directions, not where you wanted it to go. So listen to that inner instinct and be sure that you're also talking about what you need to, you know. Let's see what else is coming up here. Okay, you've got the Star, okay, of things to come, which is an amazing card to get. So everything is going to be fine. You've got the Lovers, Cancer. So for some of you, that does represent a new lover. For some of you, that represents a choice that you need to make, okay, in your life. An important choice, because this is an arrival card. And you have two arrival cards, three arrival cards with the major arcanas. Arrival cards. You're arriving at these points. And one more for Cancer. The Nine of Pentacles, which is interesting because the Nine of Pentacles is something that you are able to achieve by yourself and feeling really proud about it, okay? But it may be sometimes the Lovers card comes into it because some decision that you make has led you into this position here. But overall, you have the Star. You don't want the Star to turn into the Moon, okay? Even though there's nothing wrong with the Moon, that's really cool. But you don't want these hopes and these higher aspirations to start to fall down and crumble around you, you know? You have the ability to create many things in your life for many people. And in the past, it's all of this time warping, I guess is the word that you've been doing, that's holding you back, okay? And the balance of everybody else's things and trying to do this and trying to do that. You're very time poor. You have been time poor. But it's time to start to make real plans, not just say, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. It's time to make the real plans. And perhaps you should have done it a while ago as well. But there's no point beating yourself up about anything, you know, because that doesn't change anything. Like, you know, you should have made a change when it was needed. And, you know, but you didn't. And so there's nothing you can really, You know what I mean? Like, you can't really keep on going back over that. For your sign, Cancer, like, I know my brother is a Cancer sign. My friend's mum is a Cancer as well. And there's something within, and I had another friend who was a Cancer too. She, when there's something that happens within you on an emotional level, like you're very business minded, you're very capable, you're very able to do everything. But there's something that happens within you on an emotional level. And my brother and my friend, this friend that was a lady, they used to erupt on a different level. They would erupt. So it would build, and then they just go, and just, let it all out, right? And then become very angry at the person that they were upset with, okay? Other people, they keep all that anger and all that hostility and all that bitterness inside of themselves. And Cancer, you don't have to do that, because that's just you fighting about saying that you're hurt. You're fighting within yourself because someone's hurt you and it's made you angry the way they've made you feel. So some of you may have to go to anger management or something like that, and you're still confused because you're not really angry. You're not really an angry person, but someone's made you feel this way, and that's made you angry. Someone's upset you, and that has been what made you angry, not the person, if that makes sense. It's the situation, And I don't think you've been fully understood in the past, or I don't think that you've fully understood yourself. And this may be relating to someone's kids that are Cancers, and they go through this frustration within themselves. Suddenly they'll scream at you or something, and then they'll be off crying somewhere because it was so much, it was so emotional, it was so hard to bring that out to the surface. And then once they did, they feel embarrassed, and when they feel embarrassed, then they feel angry at you for making them feel embarrassed because they've had an outburst. And you know what I mean? That kind of feeling. And that is a cycle that goes on with you, Cancer, and you don't know how to break out of it, okay? The only way that you break out of it is by speaking before it gets to be a problem. If you're mulling something over in your mind before it gets really big, then you need to say, look, I've been thinking about this. This is how I'm feeling about this situation. I really don't want to get upset about it, and I don't want you to be upset with me, so I'm saying it now. Save yourself. These are the ways that you get your strength back, that you find, your balance in life, that you get that harmony in the home that you're looking for, that all your psychic abilities and love and support comes in. See how it's all there? That's because, you're doing this, that you're being able to be more open and freeing yourself up. But the Cancer signs, I really feel for you, because I understand that inner frustration that you have. But just be careful that it doesn't become like a sneakiness kind of thing where you're keeping things to yourself and people don't know how you really feel, or you're keeping someone a secret because you don't want someone else to find out about it, and then that hurts that person because they're not out in the open. There's just all these things. Or don't let anyone do that to you either, okay? It's either all or, nothing for Cancer. So you don't want to be running into a relationship too quick either. Maybe that's something that you do too. Looking, it must be this person, or it must be this person, or it must be this person. Okay, we've all been there. But really, Cancer, I feel for you that, March to April, like by the middle of April, that you're finding yourself like more and more and more. And that the money that you need is coming in, and the ideas that you have, are starting to bear fruit, and that you're moving in a new direction with your home as well. And the angel with you, we had the angels of water, and you are a water sign, and the angels of water are talking about being near water. So maybe this particular card here about the house that you're looking for, maybe you need to find a creek running through it or something like it, or nearby a lake. It's saying also to drink a lot of water too for the next few days, to increase the brain capacity too, and also help you to think straight. But I need to do another card, okay? So water could just be representing you guys as water signs. And you got Archangel Haniel. I love Archangel Haniel's been coming up for pretty much everyone too. So Haniel's with you, bringing great news, the answer is yes, or a positive to any question on your mind this week. There'll be a birth of a baby, a new job. The color red is significant. It could be the birthing of new ideas, okay? I should have put that in the card. When you see this color on your travels, red or green, it's a sign that you're on the right track. Anyone that you meet this week or get in contact with will be a really good friend to you. Trust that you're doing the best for everybody, okay? And that's the thing with you, Cancer. You're always trying to do the best, but then you become resentful. You've got to be careful of that little negative that you put into every positive, because you want everything to be booming in your life, and you're so capable of that, and you're so able of doing everything. You know, your abilities are through the roof. You know, you're so good at everything that you set your mind to. So don't pull yourself back with the mind thinking, okay? The worrisome thoughts and all that kind of thing, because it just takes all your strength and all your power away. It doesn't bring you into the fullness of who you are, which is what you really want. Okay, Cancer, thanks so much for watching. I really feel like everything is going to really, you're going to think about things, and you're going to be careful with things, and things are going to really start to fall into place for you, okay? And you've got someone on your side, and I really hope that you enjoyed these messages coming through for you. And until the next time, many, many blessings, and bye for now. Bye.